What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video with your boy Zeb Monopoly. How can you grow your small trading account? Now, many people think that you need 10 grand to kind of start trading. And although there is some truth to that, you do need large sums of money to make the big fish, because everybody wants to make the big fish, you know, the 1,000 return a day, the $500 return a day. But as a beginner, don't focus on the big fish. Your whole objective right now as a beginner is to turn a small account into a large account. So what does that mean? That means if I can't turn $20 into $40, then I mark my words, I can't turn 10 grand into 40 grand, or 10 grand into 5 grand, or 10 grand into 2 grand, or 20 grand, right? So if you can't turn your 2 grand into 3 grand, as long as it takes, if you can't turn 2 grand into 3 grand, then mark my word, you can't be, going in with 20 grand to go for $1 million. It's not gonna happen. So start small, guys. 2 grand, 5 grand is the initial investment that I would kind of suggest you go in with. Although there is some truth that you do need large sums of money to make the large fish, that's not for you right now. You might look at YouTubers making the 3%, 5% consistently, but they're good at what they do. You're not, right? So you have to make your returns slowly and also starting small. So let's look at it this way. Let's say my initial investment is $2,000. That's my initial investment, $2,000 or $5,000. But for now, let's talk about this. It's $2,000. $2,000. I make 2.5% return a day. 2.5, all right? That's pretty good for a beginner. If I can make 2.5% return a day, that means you're being consistent. You're taking your profits as quick as possible. You're cutting losses when you incur losses, and you don't feel those losses in your account because you have a small account. So 2.5% a day, that's almost 10% a week on a 2,000 investment. All right, let's say you have a loss here and there, but it will still come out 10%. It will come out at about $200 a week, right? That's 40% a month. But if you can come out with 20% return a month, right, you are doing something that most traders can't do, and that's to be profitable every month. Now, next month, you do the same thing over and over and again, and you might take you 4 months to kind of make it into 3,000. That's still okay. It's okay. That's your learning curve, but also you're becoming profitable. You can sleep at night saying, I'm on the road to success. I'm on the road to become successful. 6 months later, you just added more money into your account, and you know exactly what you have to do because you became profitable at what you do with a small account, and maybe you grow that small account into a large account by trading, but stop taking that risk of having to focus on the big fish with your life savings. If you have life savings, put 50% in the stock market and 50% in your savings account, because you want to sleep at night comfortably and you don't want to be wiped out, discouraged, and you end up leaving trading. And that's why many traders fail in the first place. So if you want to trade properly, guys, start small, 2,000 to 5,000, and turn that 5,000 to 6. It can take a month, it can take 3 months, it can take 6 months. But just like any job, just like any skill, you have to learn that skill before actually becoming good at it. Like I said, if you're a software developer, you have to develop software and go to college, learn, and take courses and whatever you do to learn, I guess, software. And then you start developing your own software. So that's the way you need to look at trading right now. I'm gonna go in, learn, perfect it, be consistent, but you're also coming out profitable, right? So that is a moral boost. It's giving you that boost, that lift. I'm making that money. I just made 20% return last month on my 2,000 investment. Congratulations. I know I'm getting these emails nowadays from you guys telling me about your success, just how much you made, and I'm happy for you, to be honest, because with the earner report strategy that I teach here, the average is 5% return a day, or 2.5 if you're being conservative and cutting as quick as possible. So yes, you can make 2.5 a day, but obviously we trade high cap stocks, so many people would need large sums of money. So 5,000 is the max I would put into the market if I was day trading, because if I can make $50 return anyway, 1%, if you can make 1% a day, that is pretty good, right? That is pretty good. In 2 weeks, you just made 10%. Wall Street wants to make 20% a year. Remember that. You're doing something many people can't do. So that's why many traders fail, because they can't turn a small account into a large account, or even double that small account. But if you can double that small account, then you can focus on the big fish. You can focus on the $1 million. You can focus on, putting 10 grand, taking your mama's savings, so because now you show them your track record and they believe in you. And then you turn that 10 grand into 100 grand, 100 grand into 20 grand, 20 grand into 50, 50 into 100, 100 into $1 million. And that's the process of becoming a successful trader, guys. That is the process. You start small, you grow your account, double it up, because have this mindset, if I can't turn $20 into $40, then I can't turn 10 grand into 20 grand. Remember that. Most of you jumped in with 10 grand today anyway. Or you jumped in with 10 grand. But you learn from mistakes now, and you know that you can't sleep at night because you're deep in losses. And you're scared. You're scared that this money that you have is going to be lost. But yeah. Now guys, I'm assuming everyone watching this is a beginner or has a small account, or even not even a beginner, but you could be advanced, but you still have a small account. So let's talk about this even further, because it's important we start with a small account rather than going in with a large account. Let's start simplifying things. So let's start off, and this is really the recommended amount I'd start with. It's $5,000, right? If I really want to see some profits, right? $5,000, let's say, is the initial amount. Now, $5,000, that could be your life savings. I don't know how you got that money from. I don't want to know, but that's your trading money. $5,000, and you're a beginner. There you are learning. This is your initial learning curve. You went in, you practiced now, you educated yourself, right? That's the first step. You went in with a demo account, you became profitable. Now you can feel the market. You feel like there's money to be made, and now you're in with 5,000. So, the first step in anything is to be consistent, right? In trading especially, it's to be consistent and profitable. So as a beginner, do not focus on the large fish straight away, because I guarantee you one thing: if you do focus on the large fish and you're not consistent, you will lose money because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing, right? So let's break it down. Let's say we make 3 trades, right? 3 trades a week, profitable, and then we lose one loss, or 2 losses, right? Let's say you trade every day, 2 losses, um, and these trades here we just made 2.5%, right? 2.5 on these, so that's gonna turn out to be 7% or 7.5%, 7.5. All right, so that's 2.5 by 3 equals 7%. All right, so that's 7% now is how much you'd be making on the 5,000. So let's do the calculations. I'm talking about 5,000 divided by 100 multiplied by 2.5. That's 125, right? Multiplied by 3, that's 375. Okay, so that's your profit for the week, $375. Now I know it's not much. I know it's not much, guys. But that's just your learning curve. Remember, 95% of traders will fail, and they will fail. But you don't want to be part of that. You want to be part of those profitable guys. So if you can make that small figure and be consistent and learn, then the big fish will be made in the background after a few months. But first, you have to be profitable as a beginner. That's it. That's your first boost in moral boost and whatnot. So 375, 2 losses. Let's say we make 175 loss. Let's just say, assuming you're good at cutting your losses quick. Okay? So that's $200 profit a week on 5,000. Now, I know I'm being conservative here, but that is pretty good for a beginner, guys. That's how you grow your account. Guess what? End of the month, assuming everything goes well, right? Let's say you come out with 5,800. Just look how pretty that looks. Look how pretty that looks, guys. Most traders can't see that figure and won't see that figure. But you, as a beginner, being conservative and taking your profits as quick as possible, um, you're doing something right here. So 5,800 profit first month. Okay, first month. Then the second month, let's say you come out profitable also. Remember, you're being quick with your profits and you're not being greedy. You're taking your money quick. That's why many traders fail, is because they're too greedy and they want to make the big fish as quick as possible. Second month, right? Assuming you just began 2 months ago. Second month, you go in with 6,000 now, right? Your profit's 6,500, whatever. Third month. And I know this is simple maths for you guys, but let's just assume this is how much you'd be making. Hold on. I don't know where I got that figure from. Well, it's 5,100 or 6,100. And then 6,300. Now you had 3 months profitability, right? You're profitable for 3 months with a small account, making the small fish. Guess what? If you can show me that you're profitable for 3 months, all right? I will pump money into your account, and I won't do that, but you will find a way to make more money, guys. You will find a way to grow your account. I mean, you can trade with that 6,000 and make enough money. Now you can take those risky trades, and because you know what you're doing, you can actually take those risky trades, right? You can take those risky trades, short and penny stocks, buying as many shares as you want. But one thing you're doing here is you're trading and you're becoming consistent. But you can also add more money. I'm sure you have more money saved up, or you can borrow money from your family to kind of pump it up to maybe 10 to 15 grand. Um, and from there on, you can make that 20K return, or well, between 3K to 20K on one single trade, right? Yes, it can be done, right? It can be done. But first, you have to show yourself that you're being profitable consistently. That's why many traders fail, because they jump straight over here, and they're just in the beginning stage. They haven't even educated themselves or traded. Now, my course is found here. If you're watching till this far, zmonopoly.com. I have to promote it. So, see you again for more videos, guys. Put the like up if you haven't already. Like and comment something nice. XO. Right, see you again, guys.